A few of you are here already. Let me know if you can hear me okay. And it looks like we've got Rich Mitch here. It says late night live, the best kind. We've got John and we've got Andreas. Oh, I've got volume, hang on. And we've got Andreas who says, I should actually be sleeping, but here I am. And we have Scotty Bean as well. Hey Scott, let me see, am I happy with this angle? Don't know, it'll do. Too much space above my head? Don't know. Let's have a little angle-y, or whatever, I'll just leave it like that. Okay, and we got Jimbo here. Hey Jimbo says happy Monday. And Rich Mitch says John, serve. So Rich Mitch is saying hello to people. And we've got Tara. Yay, hey Tara. So yeah, great turnout so far already. And Lily's here, floral notes. Hello, hello, been seeing a lot of live sampling. Love it. Yeah, I saw Tara's, I watched Tara's back the other, that you did the other night, Tara. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, yeah, I'm now really curious about Les Indominables. I think that's how you say it. Really curious because it looks like they use really nice materials. So I'll be hoping to sample those at some point. Maybe, shall I don't know if to bring you in closer. I feel like there's too much space above my head. One sec. Oh, sorry about all the wobbling around. Here we go. Don't know, is that better? Better, worse, just the same. And okay, so yeah, we just got a ton of samples and I thought I'll just sniff them with you lot. Hey Heather, Heather's here. And Katrine's here. Rich is wearing Gucci Intense Oud, regretted it as soon as I put it on. Taste has abandoned it, oh dear. Right, yeah, let's talk about scents of the day, scents of the night, whatever. So I wore today a Tiger. Look at the dent I've made in that bottle, and I only got that at the very end of the year. It was after Christmas, before New Year, and I've done that to it already. I've just reviewed it. I've just filmed the review, and I'll probably put that up tomorrow. And that was my scent of the day. Then over the top of that, because that lasts very, very well, I feel like this looks weird. Do I look weird? Because that lasts really well, and because it has things in common with the other Francesca Bianchi line, I've gone over the top now with Sex and the Signoroli. So that's what I've got on top of that. What are you all wearing? Rich Mitch says Les Senteurs has some Les Indominables at half price. Oh, bless me. I saw that, Rich, but until I've sampled, even at half price, I'm not willing to risk a blind buy. That vanilla one, though, it does sound amazing because it's got quite a high percentage of natural vanilla in it and some other nice stuff. I saw a bit of Persilase's interview with the couple that own the brand, and the chap was explaining the materials in the vanilla one, and it does sound really good. And I know Tara, that was her favourite. Lily's just out of the shower wearing Fortman's Bojnikov. Came in today. Very nice. I love that. I really need that in my life. Scott's wearing Aramis Modern Leather. Carty's here. She says, hey Claire, hey all. Hey Carty. And John, that emoji is great. I've never seen that before. It's like a puppy or a fox. I've never seen an emoji like that before. John's wearing Zerjov's Uden. Don't think I've tried that. Katrine's been using her sample of Psychedelic Love from Initio. Andreas wore Scent Fusiasm from 4160 Tuesdays. And distance learning made him crave gin. Also sampled Adagio by Sospiro and a lot of floral fragrances. Oh yes, Andreas has done his Florals for Men video. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know, is it actually available publicly now, Andreas? And I'll try and watch it tomorrow. And Tara is wearing Vanille Havan off of Indomitables. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Joss is here. Hey, Joss. She says, hi, friends. Wayne is here. Wayne Morris. Hi, Wayne. Jimbo's wearing Papier Carbone by Omal or Omai. I haven't heard of that, Jim. What's it like? You and me share quite a lot in common in what we like. So, yeah, let me know what you think of that. And Joss is wearing Narciso Rodriguez. I can never say that. For her Pure Musk. Most of the Narcissos are pretty damn nice. Okay, what I thought was a puppy emoji is actually a kitty. Well, you know, it's obviously not that good then. Chris is here, Scented Swordsman. Hey, Chris. And Wayne is sampling the Black Knight and Serin. Don't know what Serin is. Hillary's here. Hey, Hills. Oh, nice, a nice group of people already. Brilliant. And lots of hellos to everyone from different people. Right then. Okay, let's get on with this. So I've just got a whole ton of samples down here. Drink of the night, Coca-Cola, Coke Zero. Sober as a judge. Check me out. So, okay, Supu doesn't seem to be here. She sent me some really lovely samples around Christmas time. One of them's pretty special, so let's start with that. And it's going on skin because I'm not wasting this on a bit of paper. She sent me some Guerlainade, which is a long discontinued Guerlain fragrance, Guerlainade. And so we're going to go on the back of this hand here. So this is something that, you know, you can't really get. Well, you can if you've got about £400 and see a bottle on eBay, but you know, it's kind of tough to get. It's Guerlainade. Is this angle all wrong? I don't know what's... Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what the notes in Guerlainade are, except that it's obviously going to be that typical base of Guerlain. I believe it's like, it's creamy, smooth, kind of iris, probably a touch of vanilla in there somewhere, clean, maybe a tiny bit of violet, a little bit of a spice, but it was all just very smooth, kind of soapy clean, smooth, skin lotion, like a really lovely skin lotion. It reminds me of Metallica, which is another, or Metallice, it's known by both names, which is another discontinued Guerlain fragrance. It starts off very similar, but with the last time I tried this on my skin, it did change and it went away from how Metallice goes. Anyway, it's absolutely beautiful in a very smooth and wonderful way. So we've got some people saying hi here. Chris says, I was scatterbrained and didn't spray a fragrance today. I'll pick something for this evening shortly. Chris, that's happened before, hasn't it? This is starting to become a problem, Chris. I think we're going to have words. Mandy says, hello, everyone. Hey, Mandy. And Paul is here. Hey, Paul. Lisa's here. Evening, checking in. Evening, Lisa. Tracy's here. She says, hi, everyone. Hey, Tracy. Time to Musk Up is here. Lots of people here. It's because I'm doing it late at night, probably. It's better time for the Americans, I think. Tara wanted to smell Metallica. Yeah, it's this is Guerlainade, but very similar to Metallica, which I've got a sample of upstairs. And Metallica probably does, actually I'd say this does as well. They do have a kind of metallic note, but it's not sharp and twangy. It's really smooth. I guess it's that, maybe it's like the iris. You know how iris can be very cool? Kind of like that. And this little scroll. Chris says, I think you may need to check in with me daily, perhaps when you're in the shower, to make sure I'm choosing properly. Yes. Let's see what we can do. Savvy is here, says hello from America. Hi, Savvy. Time to Musk Up is wearing Louis Vuitton's Nouveau Monde. Carty's asking Heather if she's happy that Paul is on Instagram now, because that was a request. I think that was Heather's. I think Heather said it would make her the I think she said it would be the best birthday present if Paul would join Instagram, and he did. So there you go. Dreams do come true. Okay, right. So that's Guerlainade. I don't know the notes. If anyone wants to look them up and quote them on the live stream chat thing, that will be fab. If not, doesn't matter. But basically, it's smooth, creamy. I would say iris. It's lotion, like a bit soapy, maybe aldehydes, but they're very smooth, soapy aldehydes, not sharp, bubbly, twangy ones, if that makes sense. And a slightly soft, powdery element that's probably going to become more powdery. At the moment, it's more creamy. But yeah, that's Guerlainade. Super, super rare, hard to find. And Sue was very, very kind to send me that nice little sample. I got some more from... I'll tell you what, we'll do the one that John sent. Well, one of the ones John sent me. I've left the other ones upstairs, John. So I've just got the mystery one that you sent me. And I now know what this is. And I'm really impressed with this. This is actually Pocket Scents Fleur Gill. And I mean, to be honest with you, I'd rather put this on skin as well, but I'm kind of out of skin, and because it's that nice. And it's, in a way, it bears similarities with the Guerlainade that I've got here. And it also reminded me of Teint de Neige off of Filorenzi. Is it Villa Filorenzi? Most people know Teint de Neige. It's quite well known. This one opens, though, unlike the Guerlain, this one opens with quite a heavy dose of citrus, but the citrus doesn't hang around that long. So when I first smelt it, I sprayed it on paper because I didn't know what it was, what to expect, or if it was going to be something that horrified me. So I sprayed it on paper, and I got all the citruses. But do you know what? Paper really doesn't do it justice at the moment. It's not. I can smell. Yeah, it really needs to be on skin. Maybe I'll find some arm. Certain, I think fragrances, musky fragrances with iris, ambre, that kind of thing, they really need to go on skin, and this is that kind of fragrance. So we're going to go up here. Oh, sprayed all over the place. So it's Fleur Gill off of Pocket Scents, who is Matt, as you all may know him from the live streams. He often pops into live streams. And he's behind Gravitas, of course, and as well as Pocket Scent. Yeah, already that's better on the skin. Just want that alcohol to just dissipate a little bit more. So when you first spray it, you get sunny citrus. So it's almost like, but it's not really, really sharp, fresh. It's like citrus backed up with, and I mean this in a nice way, but it's almost like citrus mixed with laundry, like powder, laundry musk, or even just imagine fresh laundry drying out in the garden on a really lovely sort of spring or summer day. It just makes me think of sunshine and clean sheets, but quite quickly the citruses sort of dissipate, and it's very yellow and orange citrus. Like it's not limey, it's not super orangey, it's not super lemony. It just feels like its own thing. I guess more bergamot than anything else probably. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful citrus note, very natural smelling, and like a nice laundry-esque feel. And then to me it smells a bit like iris, again like I described the Guerlainade, a little clean, almost soapy for a little while, and sort of like iris, skin lotion, a little bit soapy, and then as I wore it, this vanilla came through, quite a strong vanilla note. I'm guessing vanillin, it's quite a sweet vanilla, but it just like, it starts to come through, and then it really kind of, doesn't take over the whole thing, but it does come through quite strong. And I really like it. So that's the new sort of Pocket Scents just released 4 fragrances. Tony from Fragdicted has reviewed them all, including this one, Fleur Gill. This was the one I was most keen to try, and it's called Fleur Gill. So of course there's got to be flowers in here, and I didn't, when I was chatting to John, I didn't mention any flowers because to me it was more about sort of the creaminess, the muskiness, the soapiness. But I'm guessing it's like, to me it's like it's a very clean flower, like a magnolia maybe magnolia, maybe lily, but nothing sharp though, nothing sharp, nothing screechy. It's all very smooth, and it's quite warm, and I think that's probably because of the vanilla. So it's not a cold fragrance like Pure Poison. I always see Pure Poison is very cold. It's not like that. It's really nice. I like it a lot. Very, very impressed. And thank you, John, for sending it to me, as well as the other stuff you sent me, which was amazing. So let's just have a quick check then, see who's talking. Lily's given us the notes for Guerlainade. Thank you, Lily. Lilac, linden blossom, which I believe is lime blossom, bergamot, orris, jasmine, rose, tonka, and vanilla. Yes, see, I wouldn't pick up on all those florals. Or tonka. Tonka's usually quite even though it's always a base note, you can usually pick it up early doors, and it's quite a strong note. You can tell there's sweetness, definitely. And the sweetness is, since I've sprayed it, even now, the Guerlainade is getting sweeter, and it's starting to smell more like Guerlain, if that makes sense. Like if you think about Le Bleu, pretty much, yeah, all Guerlains have got, not all of them maybe, but they have that kind of, or meteorites, they have that kind of powdery, sweet accord, that Guerlainade. But yeah, those notes might make me think, oh, that's going to be like really, really floral, too floral, but it's not. It's so smooth and lovely, and it really does, like on your skin, as time goes by, it gets lovelier and lovelier. John says, Lily, that sounds bloody gorgeous from all that. Yeah, it really is. It's ballpark of Fleur Gill, but it's more delicate and yeah, just more gentle, and in comparison they're not that similar, but to describe them, the words come out quite similar, if that makes sense. But I mean, obviously I'm going to take Guerlainade. You know, who wouldn't? It's bloody beautiful, actually. Maybe I love it more because I know I can't have it. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, it's got a beautiful sweetness that's coming through, but it's very delicate. Okay. Just having a little look, see at your comments there. John says, I think you're right with the lovely white sheets in the sun. It kind of makes me think about Gill Sander Sun. Not that it's the same, but at the opening, the beginning of Fleur Gill reminds me a little bit of Gill Sander Sun, which is not a bad thing. I think Gill Sander Sun's a beautiful fragrance, a very an excellent cheapie. Carty says the like button points. Hopefully you're saying to everyone they should be pressing the like button, and if so, then yes, I'll stand right behind you with that, Carty. Thank you very much. Heather says love a bit of bergamot. Elaine's here. Hi Elaine. And Time to Musk Up just picked up Vetiver 46 off of Le Labo and really likes it, and is asking if anyone got anything new. Please, yeah, do share. Did you buy anything new lately? I have not bought anything yet this year in terms of fragrance, so high five me. I have made an expensive purchase, or I could have got a couple of really nice bottles of perfume, but instead I bought wallpaper for this wall, and I've got a scarf coming from the same company. I'll show you. So this is not the wallpaper that I'm getting, but this was one I nearly bought. So company's called Emma Shipley. That's her signature there, Emma Shipley. And I was going to go for this, but I've actually gone for something a little bit more subtle, and it's lynx cats. So it's, instead of a tiger, you've got lynx cats, and it's got some rose gold sort of metallic flecks or metallic detailing, but it's more of a natural, not so much colour, more natural kind of colours, less bold. I went for that in the end, so I've got that on its way, and then I've got a beautiful scarf from the same company. So the scarf, I've forgotten what the print is, but I'll be sure to show it to you all because I think you'll quite enjoy it. Well, I don't know if you will or not, but I will. So that was my kind of posh purchase of the month. So I'm going to hold off purchasing perfumes, I think, until payday. I just feel like I don't want to, keep buying stuff, because you end up, when you buy too much stuff, you end up with things hanging around, and I don't think you really enjoy everything if you've got too much all at once. So I'm on a slow buy, I guess. I have got 2 things on my buy list that I quite desperately want. The Ormond Jane Levant and Olfactive Studios Iris Shot. So I believe they're my next 2 purchases, but I'm taking my time. Making Sense is listening whilst still at work. Hello all, hello Making Sense. And Peter's here. Hello Peter, nice to see you. Bazar's here. Bazar, good to see Bazar. And let's just have a little scroll. Peter says all good here, hope everyone's keeping well. Time to Musk Up says interesting Guerlainade. I was thinking has tobacco that Thierry Wasser likes to use. Guerlainade was made long before Thierry Wasser joined Guerlain, I think. I'm not quite sure how old it is, but I think it was before his time. Shaverfon's here. Shaverfon says, have you seen the latest Sebastian video? Fantastic, it's entitled. Will Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson be issuing designer or niche vaccines? Oh, Shaverfon. You always got one, haven't you? Rich Mitch says, the sprayer on his Ensence Mythique broke and Guerlain is sending me a new bottle. Well, that's good. That's good. Good they're sorting that out for you. Tara says, I believe it is the base of many of their not Tara. I always do this. Sorry, Karine. Karine and Tara, I mix you up. I've done it before and I'll do it again. And I'm sorry, but you both have olfactive kind of in your name, and therefore I am forgiven. Karine says, I believe it's the base of many of their fragrances, like Le Petit Robe Noir, all the ones from La Parisienne collection. Yeah, it feels more though. or maybe they've just amped up certain parts of it, or just built around it a little bit. Anyway, it is beautiful. Yeah, almost. It's not almondy, but it's almost teetering towards having a slight almond-like facet. That might be the tonka. Tara placed an order today for Dior Homme Intense and Alien Taste of Fragrance. Oh, well done. Where did you find that, Tara? Because that's really hard to get. The Alien one, Taste of Fragrance, and that is a beauty. It's pretty amazing. Elaine says, I heard Chanel are having a price increase soon. I saw Clemence mention, she mentioned that Chanel do a price increase every single year. So yeah, if you want something, grab it now or get it secondhand. Joss says, I love that pattern so much, Claire. Thank you. Yeah, it nearly made it onto my wall, but I've got something else now. And Joss is like, where, Tara, did you get the Alien Taste of Fragrance? Katrin says, I love wallpaper. Looking forward to seeing your new one. John Snow says, I'm saving like a mofo for a little overpriced French gem. So John is got at least a semi, if not a full-on, for the new Kilian Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, which is out on Monday in the UK. Or is it? I think it's out now. Today is Monday. Hello. I get confused sometimes. Today is Monday, and yeah, it's £225 for 50 mils. So yeah, John's saving up his pocket money. And just missed. And Lily says, oh, talking about lipsticks. Okay, Tara found it in Beauty Encounter. Hope it's really in stock, and use code DREAM20 today. Just move fast. We'll still be here when you get back. Go now. Don't run, walk. No, don't walk, run, Joss. Go and get Taste of Fragrance. Rich Mitch says, oh, this is what you're buying, Rich Mitch, I think. 2 Balenciaga Pour Homme, Cedra by Serge Lutens, Insensé by Givenchy, Vintage Rive Gauche, Fairer for Men, Borsalino Donna, and Oris Tattoo. Okay. And Karin's just bought a small bottle of Violet Shot. I knew it was going to be the Violet one. I saw your Instagram. He was like, which one do you think I've bought? It was going to be the Violet one. Elaine says, I need a sugar daddy, but I've left it too late. Well, as long as it's possible to be a bit older than yourself, it's not too late. But yeah, where are you going to find them? I don't know. Time to Musk Up says Kilian's wouldn't be bad if it was 100 mils per mil. Chanel's way cheaper. I don't think they should cost so much. 50 ml size bottles, but of course I still have a bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, I did the maths today when John told me how much this new one is, because I'm curious. I'd quite like to try it, but I'm not to the point that I'd blind buy it at £225 for 50 mils. But I did do the math per mil. It's like £4.50 for 1 milliliter. No. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments. And I'm not quite, I think you're talking amongst yourselves, so I'm just going to have a sip of my drink because my throat's a bit dry. Tara says, all right, nearly 6 p.m, which is beginning of Monday. Need to feed the dogs and prep for school tomorrow. Thanks for the live, Claire Nightle. Night, Tara. Thanks for joining us. Katrin says, I think I might need Angel's Share, but I haven't smelled it yet. Raphael's here. Hi, Raphael. Says I didn't like Angel's Share. John sent me a sample. I like it. Wasn't as boozy as I expected, which was a good thing for me. I could see how it's got such a mass appeal. It's very nice, but not too. It didn't make me that excited. But it was good. It was definitely good. It smells good, but it didn't get me excited. I didn't get even a semi-on, if I'm honest. Tandem Muscat says, I like Angel's Share, but Umbre Nagui is way better composed by the master Jean-Claude. Breaking it down into per mil price Hermes is a better buy. I think the thing with the Angel's Share is there's quite a few options out there that have quite similar feel to them. And like you say, Ombre Nagui, I think there's a Parfums de Marly, isn't there? Ojan. And there's quite a few that are kind of like spicy, fruit pie-esque with a bit of booze. There's quite a few options out there for that kind of fragrance. Karine says, you can mismatch me with a beautiful younger lady like Tara. I'm okay with that. Oh, bless you. Okay. Right, let's smell something else, shall we? So we've done Fleur Gill. Fleur Gill, yeah, it really changes. So the citruses do fade. I mean, they're still there, but they fade away. And you have a creamy, irisy, soapy, slightly white floral, but the clean white florals rather than like a jasmine. I mean, maybe there is jasmine, but to me it doesn't smell like that. It smells more like magnolia. Very, very nice. Very impressed. Really like that. So let's just randomly do some samples that Sue sent me. So we've got Mono di Orio, Myrrh Cassati. Now I have tried all of these before, but will excuse me, I have a very, very mild cough. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. It's just a mild cough. So Myrrh Cassati, I think we said Myrrh Cassati from Mono di Orio, is kind of oh, there's a note in here that I can't quite put my finger on. It's incensey for sure. Of course, it's myrrh. There's a kind of like green, sharp, almost citrusy feel, like an unripened lime. I don't think that's really what it is, but I get this kind of like sharp green note and incense. It's not quite my thing because it's not that sweet. There's not much sweetness in here. Oh, is Joss going as well? Night, Joss. Andrea says that Kensington Amber by Penhaligon's also goes in the direction of Amber Nagi, but just love the Hermes apple strudel. Joss says her internet's up the Swanee, so she's just saying good night now. Night, Joss. And everyone's saying don't blind buy Angel's Share to Katrin, I think. Actually, the weird thing is we were talking about apple strudel and fruity, boozy fragrances. And now that's how this smells. So this and that, I don't know if that's just suggestion or what, but this Myrrh Cassati from Mono di Orio is now making me think of a spicy, it's not necessarily smelling appley, but I'm thinking of a spicy apple pie. No, you've got no cream, you've got no custard, you've got nothing to accompany it. And possibly you've got a little bit of cognac in the pie, like mixed in with the fruit filling. Yeah, Carty says cherry strudel, drools a bit. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting that from that. I doubt that there's any notes that would indicate that should smell like that. But that is now it's got a little bit of a smokiness, and it's making me feel like I tried a clone of Ojan, and it's reminding me of that, but it's not quite as rich as that. But yeah, interesting. That's just potentially the power of suggestion, but even, yeah, it's called Mercasati. A little bit smoky, definitely smells incensey, but also is for some reason giving me a slightly boozy fruit pie-ish element to it. So there we go. Right, that one's that. Throw that down there. We'll take another one. I'm just randomly grabbing these. This is another Supu one. Avant l'Orage. Avant l'Orage is off of Maison Matine, and this has been getting a little bit of hype lately, this company. I think because they had a sample set as part of the, is it Perfume Society? One of those sort of like subscription box type things, I think, from the I think it's Perfume Society. And this one is Avant l'Orage. I think it translates is after this, before the storm. I think Avant is before. L'Orage, I believe it means before the storm. And this one to me is quite heavy on ISOE Super. And that makes sense because ISOE Super is a very good way to get a kind of a petrichor like note. It does have that rain on pavement feel about it. If you know Eccentric Molecules 01, you'll know what ISOE Super smells like. It has a tiny bit of sweetness in it, which is nice. I feel like there's a bit of vanilla in here. And some other stuff that I can't quite pinpoint, but I think I get so distracted by these particular molecules, I can't help it. It's like they do aggravate me a little bit, and I don't dislike how they smell good, but for some reason I get aggravated by their overuse. And I can understand why they're using it, but I can't get excited about a fragrance that's heavy on a particular overused synthetic molecule, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's very nice. If you like Molecule 01 and you wanted to just chuck a tiny little bit of something extra on top, you might like that. For me, no. So let's try. I did like I tried a couple of their others that Sue sent me. Let's see if here we go. We've got another Maison Matine. I did like this one more. This one is Hasard Bazar. Okay, just missing some. Oh, Katrine's off as well. Bye, Katrine. Missing some comments here. Has anyone tried La Danza de Lilibelle? Says Heather. Now I know that Tara has. I think she's gone. I tried it in a shop once. I don't feel like I'm qualified from that one time to really talk about it, except to say that it was very nice, but it was maybe a bit too sweet and maybe a bit linear. It's not that complex from memory. Kind of almondy, vanilla, maybe heliotrope. Right, so this is Hasard Bazar. This is nice. I remember this one gets quite vanillic. This it does smell like it's got ambroxan in it. I don't know. It does smell like it's got ambroxan, but not necessarily overdosed. It's got a really nice, you can smell the vanilla coming through. It's not as, I expected it to be quite spicy because it's got the word bazaar in it. maybe it does have a bit of spice, but maybe just a little bit of cardamom or something, not anything too heavy like cinnamon, nutmeg. It's maybe there's a bit of cardamom. I don't know the notes, but it's nice. A little bit of freshness, a little bit clean. I'm going to come back to that one because I know that it does develop. So I'm going to pop that one down here and we'll come back to it because I feel like I need to do it a little bit more justice. Oh, Karine says, my boyfriend is calling. Have a nice evening. Bye, Karine. Thanks for joining us. Cicely is here. Hello, Cicely. She says, have you tried Vanille by Mono di Orio? I did a long time ago when my tastes lent a lot sweeter. It was right at the very beginning of my stepping into niche. I did have, I think I had a travel size of it and I ended up swapping it because it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't very sweet. So it's quite possible now that I have definitely changed what I like. It's possible now that I could really like it. Chris says that one is so good, Cicely. Enjoy it too. Time to musk up, says bloody Ambrox. Yes, I know. Okay, right. So let's come back to this Hasard Bazar quickly while we are... Where did we put it? I think my nose is broken already. No, it's this end here. Is that, yeah, if there is ambroxan, I'm not a chemist. I can't tell 100% what anything is. I can only say what I think, and it does smell like there's ambroxan in here, but it is not a massive dose of it. But it certainly is. It's enough for you to notice it. This one's got this clean, smooth element to it. Potentially iris. A little creaminess. It's definitely creamy at the moment rather than powdery. It's nice. It's nice. From memory, the vanilla is quite sweet in here when it does start to poke through. So let's try another one. What have we got here? So this is PM fragrances. So they are mahogany, pink mahogany, yeah, pink mahogany, and we've got Pas Encore Nom. Don't again name. Pas Encore Nom, which I'm sure if Katrin was still here, not Katrin, Corinne. If Corinne was still here, she could translate it probably better than I just did. Pas Encore Nom. John says pink mahogany, they are bloody lovely. Hilary says survived the gym, just barely. What have I missed? Not a lot, just me banging on about shit, Hilary. This is a very big... Have you tried this one, John? Pas, P-A-S, encore, as in standing up for an encore, and then nom, which is the French for name. Have you tried it? Say my name again? Maybe. I thought pas was like don't. I thought pas was like not, no, don't. This one, you know how you talked about that Keep Glazed fragrance? When I remember thinking when I smelt this before that it reminded me a little bit of Keep Glazed from House of Oud. In that it has got quite a lot of that kind of like overly sweet fruitiness. But I remember this one gets better. So at the moment, it's sort of a bit too sweet. Sugary sweet. So I don't know anything about this house really. But this smells like it's got some very sugary elements to it. Fruity and sugary, exactly, John. Very fruity, very sugary. What kind of fruits though? Gosh, like apricot, I don't know, apricot, like I'm picturing a bowl of fruit, maybe almost too ripe. Not going off, but very pungent, like really kicking out its scent. Very like stone fruits, sweet fruits, maybe even some raspberry, but definitely sugary, really sugary. Maybe there's ethyl maltol in here. Pineapple, yeah, pineapple-y sweet. But imagine that you take the tartness out of the pineapple and you add sugar. Very, very fruity, very, very sugary. Like my teeth ache. My teeth are aching right now. But I do recall that this, both, I've got another from this house. Both of them get better. Like I don't think the openings are quite my thing, but then the as they develop, they calm down and they get actually really nice. So we'll pop that one there, and we'll maybe come back to that one. Oh, Mandy says not yet named is the translation for pas encore nom. Thank you. So now we know. John says, I've got the Discovery set, only tried the ones I didn't think I'd love first. Okay, I've definitely got more. I will see if we can find the other one from this house. I think this is it here. Yeah, here we go. So this is the other one. I know I liked one a lot better than the other. I think this might be the one I like better. This is called Tandem. That's clean. Right, this is called Tandem, and it's the same company, Pink Mahogany. So I think they're an Etsy brand, and I think, are they based over in the States, John? Carty says pineapple. Well, Carty, with the beauty and artistry of emojis, it lets us know that pineapple, I'm not sure if that makes her sad or sick or a combination of both. They're in Texas, so Texas in the States. I like this one a lot more. It's still sweet, so this is called Tandem, but it's much less sweet. It's almost like it is like a kind of like a sugarcane syrup, and it's got a little freshness to it. Hang on, is this the one that's supposed to smell like a mojito? Because that would make sense. I think this is the one that smells like a mojito, because it literally, this is the weirdest thing. I remember trying this ages ago. Obviously not that long ago, but a little while ago, and reading about both of these fragrances, and one of them was supposed to smell a bit like a mojito. And I remember thinking, I don't really get that. And that was out of my mind, and I'm smelling it, and I'm thinking, it's got this really smooth sugar, and I'm thinking sugarcane syrup, and that, of course, is in a mojito. And it does have this fresh lime. I mean, would I have really called out lime or bergamot, or, you know, it's got a fresh citrus to it, which is probably lime, but it's got this sugar, but it is balanced really nicely. So the other one was really sugary. This is really lovely. It's got a lovely balance to it. So you've got a really smooth sugar water, almost like a sugar water. So it's not like full on sugar. It's not like candy floss. It's not ethyl maltol. It's not Baccarat Rouge it's not that. It's like a watered down sugar, which is nice. And almost slightly herbal element. I don't get mint, which normally you would have mint in a mojito. I don't specifically get mint, but I do feel a slightly aromatic or herbal element to it, which again balances the sugar. Cat's coming. I really like that. Elaine, I wouldn't mind a cocktail right now as well. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm going to try that one on skin very, very soon. I'll pop that one down there. I think that's my favourite of everything we've tried so far. John's trying to find his review, giving up now. Okay, if you do find it, don't give up. If you do find it, tag me in it, John. No mint, says Andreas. It might be in there officially. I can't find it right now. But it could be there. Here she comes. Oh no, right, okay, she's gone down there. Right, let's smell something else. We'll carry on with what Sue sent me. We've got another one from Maison Matine, and it's called Bain de Midi. B-A-I-N, as in I think it's the word bar. I think it means bath in French. De midi, midday. Is it? It's a time, isn't it? I think. Oh, let's have a little drink. But a midday bath? Let me know if I'm wrong there or correct me. Bain de Midi. This one I remember being very floral. So I think it's a jasmine fragrance. I think my nose is already overwhelmed, so I'll probably have to stop now. We'll probably stop here just because I don't think I'm going to be doing anything any justice, and it's not fair. Yeah, no, do you know what? Is that jasmine? Is it frangipani? Is it a little bit of tuberose, or is it a little combination of a few different white florals? Could be gardenia. So it's definitely a white floral. Could be a bouquet of a few different white florals. It could just be one. If I stabbed in the dark, I'd probably go jasmine. I'd probably say jasmine. And if I was told to guess again, I'd say gardenia. Fatty, waxy petals. It's got sweetness added. So it does have, it feels like it has vanilla again. It's very creamy. It's not screechy and sharp. It's actually reminds me a little bit of St. Giles's The Actress. It's a similar feel, very big white floral, backed up by some vanilla, maybe some musk. John's found the, what was it called? Tandem, his review that he did of Tandem. I got mojito and weirdly banana. I'm not sure if that's meant to be in it. Let's have a look. I can see, do you know what? Banana leaf. John, I can totally see that, but it's like a green or a very green banana, like unripened. Really, it reminds me, now you say that, of banana, what's the, is it artisan? Not l'artisan. Or is it l'artisan? They did the banana fragrance. Banana nana or something. There was, I've got a sample of it. Banana. Oh, I don't know. But, yes, now you say that, John, I do. I totally get that. Not a full-on banana. Yeah, banana nana. Banana, Jimbo. That's right. Which for me was a bit disappointing. It's quite a green banana, and the actual banana-iness didn't hang around too long. But I don't find banana as a note in fragrance has any kind of longevity. Even that Comptoir Sud Pacifique banana one, which smells like the most amazing banana milkshake made with vanilla ice cream. When you first spray it, it's ridiculous. But it just, the banana aspect of it just buggers off so quickly. Yeah, I totally get that, John. John, well, at least I know my nose kind of works. Shut up. Oh, this has changed. So Bain de Midi, or is it Bain de Midi? Yeah, Bain de Midi. And Mandy confirms it does mean midday bath. The florals are not quite so fatty and voluptuous now. There's a little bit of a sharpness here. If maybe there's some woods coming in, some musk. I can smell vanilla coming in more. I've smelt things like this before. This is not, it's not particularly unique, but it is very nice. Yeah, so that's Bain de Midi. I'll tell you what, we'll do one more. We'll do one more, and then we're going to go back to Hasard Bazar, because I do think that one's very interesting. So we'll do one more, and then we'll go back to Hasard Bazar, and then I'm going to call it a day. Oh, what's this? Oh, so this is Moresque. So I've never tried, until now, I'd never tried Moresque. And I was really curious about them. And Sue sent me Lady Tubereuse. So let's give that one a spray. And normally, I don't really like Tubereuse. But from memory, I quite like this. Kevin's here, says hi guys. Hi Kevin, good to see you. Just having a little scroll. Brain dead, says Carty. Night all night, Carty. It's lovely to see you. Hope you sleep well. Elaine says she thinks she'll like the Bain de Midi. Wayne says, Carty, I'm joining you, night all. Okay. Night, Wayne. John says, we will get you to love Tubereuse. Lizzie Bet gave in the end. This is really nice. How do I explain this? So yes, I don't know if I would necessarily know this was Tubereuse when I first smell it. I would probably guess it as a jasmine, because it's not that blousy, in your face, you know, Madonna Truffaut Dare, Fracas, Carnal Flower. It's not like that. It's not so like Tubereuse. It does have a slightly bubblegummy element, which Tubereuse definitely can do. But there's a freshness here, which I like. And it's almost like smelling snow, which sounds a bit weird because snow itself doesn't smell. But you know, when you step outside into the cold, when there's snow on the ground, there is something that happens. I think I've said this before. Something that happens is coolness, or even if you open up the fridge, that kind of like sharp oxygen smell up your nose, you know. Ozone, yeah, like a hint of ozone. And yeah, it's like a tiny bit of bubble gum, a white floral, some ozone, maybe something like creamy, I don't know if there's a bit of creamy sandalwood, or creamy musks. Something makes it nice and creamy. Probably a little bit of vanilla in here. It's really nice. I'm going to try that on skin. So what I need to do when I hang up, pretending I'm on an old-fashioned phone, when I hang up, and stop talking to you lot, I am going to put this one aside, and I'm going to put the one from Pink Mahogany Tandem aside, and I'm going to wear them, and I'll talk about them on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then go and do that, and I'll go in a little bit more depth on those, because, and the Hasard Bazar as well, actually, because they deserve time. And it's not fair. It's never fair to dismiss anything based off paper sniffing. But I have gone through these prior to this. Most of them, I think, have been on skin. The Mono Orio hasn't, though. I like that quite a lot. So that's Moresque Lady Tubereuse. And so we are definitely going to explore that into more depth. Let's just go back. Excuse me. Let's go back to... Yeah, this one, Pas Encore Nom, still giving me, it's giving me candy floss vibes. My guess is there's ethyl maltol in here. It's very sugary, very fruity. If this was in a Britney Spears bottle, it wouldn't be amiss. And it does remind me of Keep Glazed off of House of Oud. And John actually said about that fragrance that it wouldn't surprise him if that was in I can't remember which celebrity you said, but that's probably why I just said the same kind of thing about this. Yeah, it's got that kind of excessively sweet celebrity scent feel. Yeah, you said Ariana Grande, I remember now. You said Keep Glazed, if it had been in an Ariana Grande bottle, you wouldn't be that surprised. And yeah, I kind of feel the same, but I'm going Britney Spears. Because I remember one of the fragrances from Britney Spears, my friend and her friend both wore the same one. I don't know if it was Midnight Fantasy. Both of them would douse themselves in it on a night out, and I was just fucking sabotaged by it. Like it was a big, strong, very, very sweet scent. Now you got two of them wearing half a bottle each. So it's too much. Yeah. Okay. John says, don't you have a lovely vanilla one you're going to spray on skin before bed? Which one? What one do you mean? Oh no, that not the one that made me. Is it something vanilla? John sent me a sample of something. I can't remember the brand name. Golf. It just smelled like a massive dose of Ambroxan. And I'd sprayed it because I was in bed when I was sampling samples the other day. I had a lazy morning in bed and I'd run out of skin. So I sprayed this particular fragrance. It was called something vanille. I sprayed it on the pillow, expecting a really nice whatever. I mean, how can you go wrong with vanilla? Well, these people really fucked up vanilla, I can tell you. It was just a huge dose of aroma chemicals, and it was obnoxious, because they usually are. When you overdose the aroma chemicals, they can be quite obnoxious. Some people like that effect, and I'm not slagging. If that's what you like, I'm not slagging you off, but I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I sprayed it on my bloody pillow. So luckily I obviously had a pillowcase on, and luckily it didn't go through, which I'm surprised at because it's so obnoxious. So I smelt the raw pillow, the naked pillow, without the cover on, and it was fine, thank God. But my gosh, I'm glad I didn't do that on skin, because that probably wouldn't have scrubbed off. So yeah, this one, Pas Encore Nom, too sweet for my tastes. I think that there are people out there that would absolutely love it. I can think of several lady reviewers who will absolutely love that, and no disrespect, it's just too sweet for my taste, that's all. So that one, I've forgotten what everything is now. I was going to go back to Hasard Bazar. That smells like, that might be the Stormy one that's a lot of ISOE super, so I wasn't too interested in going back to that one. But the Hasard Bazar, I think, is this one. But I don't know 100%, so there's no point me talking about it. I don't think that is actually, but I don't know. No, that's it, because I really remember that smell. No, hang on. That's probably it, but I don't know for sure. And this one is the Mojito one. And I'd say, yeah, out of everything I sampled today, I really like that one a lot more than anything else. So that's Tandem from Pink Mahogany. What's unusual is it's supposed to smell like a mojito, and it kind of does, but it's not as fresh as you might expect a mojito smell to be. So mojitos usually have loads of chopped up limes in them and mint. And this isn't mega, it's got the freshness, and it does have something that's a bit like a lime, but it's a really lovely, unusual watery, sugary note in here that's very calming, very balmy. It's hard to explain. It's almost like smelling steam. It's like being in a, so go completely away from mojitos, it's a bit like being in a steam room, which is, I can't quite explain. But you know how you get the steam note in, there's two Penhaligon's that have a steam note in them, Savoy, something Savoy and Sartorial. Steam Savoy and Sartorial. I'm getting like a, almost like a eucalyptus in a steam room effect, a very calming vibe to it. Okay, so I think that's me. I'm all smelled out, and I'll quickly have a look at your comments and I'm going to bugger off. John says she's so slagging us off. I'm not. How bizarre, how bizarre. Cherie's here. Hi Cherie. Hi all, just in between meetings, I can't stay long. Happy to catch a live for a change. Yeah, I'm about to bugger off, Cherie, but it is nice to see you briefly. Kev says Guerlain Guerlain is mojito and it's unreal. I need to retry that line. I do like them for sure. Savoy Steam, clean, steamy rose. Yeah, think of the steamy note, and I'm getting that from this Tandem. It's really hard to explain. So you think with a mojito smell, it's going to be fresh like it is to drink, you know, refreshing, but it's balmy and almost steam-like. Yeah, clean, steamy rose. Okay, Lily says, thanks Claire, good night, have a lovely week everyone. Yeah, good night Lily. And yeah, on that note, I'm going to say good night to you all. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, tomorrow I'll have my review of Tiger up. So hopefully you'll check it out. I wore this top on purpose for that reason, although this is of course a leopard top. I don't have a tiger top. And if you feel like it, you could always put a like on this video. And on Instagram, I'll be talking a bit more about the few favourites I just picked out of those samples. So watch out on there.